it's that time of year that I love so much. I had to stop on the side of the road today to get a couple of these trees. Just fantastic. Hey, let's get into this video. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bob's Woodshop. I was at Jacktown Mountain yesterday and I had a fantastic find with this toolbox. This is the beginnings of an anarchist toolbox for one of my nephews. So let's get into it. So I was there on Sunday afternoon and I found this toolbox full of tools. It was in one of the vendor carts and the guy was anxious to sell it and I was anxious to buy it, so we came up with a deal. I only paid $65 for this entire kit. So I had scouted a little bit of the toolbox before I left, and this is a really nice find. So let me tell you a little bit about my nephew. My nephew is 23 years old now, and he's been in my shop several times, and he said, "Hey, Uncle Bob, I'd really like you to help me start a tool collection." And you know, of course, always want to encourage young woodworkers to get into it. So sure, no problem. So first thing, this is kind of I guess a bench brush. I hadn't really seen one like this before, but I think that's pretty cool. So there's an old-timey wooden hand screw clamp. Oops. With this, and I think that's more of an antique. Probably not going to be used much, but it does still work. And I was really impressed because we had 3 different drills in here. Actually, 4. Check this out. I had one of these years ago. Oh man, this is missing the handle that goes up here. Oh, it even has a little level on it. I don't see a name on it. I think Stanley made these things. Oh, egg beater type. And then the traditional brace. And then there was also 5 auger bits, different size auger bits. So gotta love that. These are still sharp, probably not used that much. Cool. So yeah, four drills, the old Yankee style. I'm gonna have to clean that up. You know, these were popular by Stanley. It doesn't have the screw top here with the extra bits, but it seems to be working just fine. Forward and reverse works good. All right, what else is in here? Oh man, we got a newer Lufkin folding rule, and we've got a antique type rule. I know these are very collectible. The guys in the Crafts Club love these things. Don't see a name on this, but this is still very functional. And hey, a nice tool. Oh, got a little tack hammer. Superb brand. Do a little bit of tacking. Oh yeah, we got some squares. This is a nice little assortment of items. So we got these are 2 Stanley squares. If you wanted to clean these up, shine up this brass, I think that would be very nice. I did check them. These are still square, and I got a really nice, this looks like about an 8 or 9 inch sliding T-bevel. And again, a little brass polish on this thing. This would be really nice. You know, as you guys know, I'm primarily a woodworker here, and I was really happy to get this. I've been using these for years. This kind of reminds me of my high school shop wall. We had a really nice toolbox on the wall hanging toolbox in high school, and these were all the type of tools that were in there. Okay, so we had drills, we got squares, we got sliding T-bevel, and no toolbox is complete without some chisels. Let's see. This one says Stanley. This says Stanley, and this looks like a cheap knockoff. So that looks like a half, a 3/4, and a 1 inch. So maybe there's no mallet in here, but there's a tack hammer, and there's an old-timey screwdriver. I love these. I've got a set of these over on the wall there, and you know, it's nice. It's funny, when we were in high school, we really just primarily used slotted screws. All right, here's something that's really unusual. This is called a grip lock. I think it says 810-0, and I never seen this. I think this is maybe somewhere between the 1930s and the 1950s old style channel lock, and you adjust it based on moving this lever here, right? And then to release it, you put on it like a traditional vice grips. You do that, but I'd never seen one of these before, so I think that's pretty cool. Not really a carpenter tool, but unique nonetheless. And there was two really nice marking gauges in here, right? So you got, I guess this is called a Sloyd knife. We did use these in high school. I've kind of went away from these. I don't use these anymore. I guess I could. This is just going back to old time, you know, high school days, and it even reminds me of my grandfather, because he had some of these type of tools. And I'm not really sure what this is. I guess this is kind of a marking knife also, but it has a point. So I guess if you want to start a screw with that or score a line, you could do that. I guess you could also use this a little bit as a putty knife, but I think that's primarily what's that called? That's primarily just a knife, like a Sloyd knife to strike a line. So, I can't read who this said. Made in England. Okay, this is made in England. And I think that's a very attractive knife. Look at that. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, well, no toolbox is complete without a plane. So this is plain irons. I don't really see a name. This looks like a number 3. And let's see. Oh wow, this is very sharp. Oh man, that'll cut you in a hurry. Yeah, that's a nice little plane. You gotta get that tuned up a little bit and cleaned up a little bit, and I'm gonna have to teach him how to use this. And then there was also a Stanley block plane in here. All right, let me see. I don't see a number on this. You plane collectors recognize that number on here, but I don't see a number. But that's a very nice tool. This feels very sharp also, and it's in good shape. There's very little rust. There's a little bit right here, but overall that's in good shape. Okay, so I got 2 planes, and wow, there's even a spoke shave in here. It's more modern looking. This looks like one of the Chinesium knockoffs. But yeah, so we got some shaving tools, we got measuring tools, marking tools, square tools, the hammer, and that. And there's also a level in here. This is a modern level. Okay, the last item on the list here is this really unique piece of American history. This is a apple peeler, if you don't recognize it. And what would happen, you would put your apple on these prongs, and then there's a blade here that will peel an apple lickety split. So really cool thing about this thing was patented November 11th, 1866, which makes this 156 years old. All the gears have all their teeth on it. This is a real collectible item, I think. And I'm sure if I find a collector who likes this, this is going to be a nice addition to their collection. If anybody really knows anything about this, I'd really appreciate it if you put it in the comments section. It's got a little clamp. This tabletop here is too thick in order to put this clamp on here. This looks like it's it only handle maybe about a 1-inch tabletop, but this is in pretty good shape. It needs to be cleaned up, it needs to be lubricated. But other than that, this is really cool. Maybe this guy who had these tools was an apple eater, but who knows? But nonetheless, this is the most unique thing in the toolbox, and it even has a little wooden handle. Well, I think this is a fantastic starter set for my nephew. And I think he's going to enjoy making many projects with this. I'm going to maybe have to get him a couple extra tools, maybe a longer plane, maybe like a number 5, and need some twist drills for this egg beater over here. But I think this is a heck of a starter set, and for the price of $65, I think I made a steal on that. So, hey, I really appreciate you guys tuning in today, and looking forward to the next Jacktown Mountain event. It's going to be in the spring. And hey, until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe. And catch you on the next project video.